Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. As I am posting this video, it will be labeled as a message for December 2nd because I'm posting it in time for December 2nd where I am in the world. You may have already had the second come and go. You may not see this for a few weeks or months. So I'm setting the intention that it be a message for you for the next 24 hours from whenever you happen to see it. Happy birthday to you if you're a December 2nd baby. Happy birthday to you if it happens to be your birthday on whatever random day in the future you stumble upon this video. We're going to see what message is coming up. For my OG people, stick around. There's a matter of housekeeping at the end of the message. And I'll be sure to specify when that kicks in so I don't waste anybody's time. Your card here is the World. This is a major arcana card. Major arcana cards are big energies, okay? So even though I'm setting the intention for a 24-hour period of time, whatever's happening in the next 24 hours isn't going to be wrapped up in the next 24 hours. Major arcana cards come up when we're entering a significant new chapter in our life. It's a defining moment. Now, some of you may, in the next 24 hours, wrap up a karmic cycle, or in the last 24 hours, you may have ended a karmic cycle, and now in this 24 hours moving forward, now you're coming into the big reveal. Now you're coming into the graduation where you're coming into higher vibrational energy, higher vibrational frequency, and you're ascending or evolving or coming into higher vibrational experiences. Because the World card can come up when we're closing out karmic cycles and we've learned the test. We've passed the test and we never have to repeat the lesson ever again. So some of you maybe finally ended things with a very sticky connection. That maybe there was a lot of crazy on again, off again karmic thing for years, for decades. No judgment. I've been there. It happens sometimes. But you may have closed out something very karmic. And it could even be with family. It doesn't have to be a love situation. It could be with an employer. It could just be a karmic cycle in your life that you finally closed out, and now you're going to have the opposite positive experience. The World card can also be things happening that are setting you in alignment with recognition, being seen, being celebrated, making a name for yourself. You may have something that you're working on that's going to end up going viral, or that people are going to be talking about very positively. You may have something that you're putting together that's going to be very successful. There's an element of travel with the World card as well. You may be traveling. You may be immersing yourself in a different culture. But there could be a sense here of like culture and international energy as well with the World. This is a card that sometimes comes up for me in my readings when you may be working really hard to manifest certain things and you're visualizing it in your mind. You're trying to see it happen for you. And you're doing the whole mind movie thing where you're seeing yourself living that life, you're seeing yourself having these things. But sometimes we have a tendency that when we're playing this movie mind in our head and we're trying to see this thing happening in our life, we're imagining this supposedly perfect version of ourselves. It's like there's this alternate universe version of ourselves that we're seeing in our head, and we think, oh, that's the perfect me. Ooh, I like the way I look there. Ooh, I like the way I'm dressed. I like the car I'm driving. Like you have this whole alternate universe version of you living this dream life or manifesting this thing that you really want. The problem when we do that is we're telling the universe, here's everything that I want, but I don't deserve it until I'm alternate universe me. And that can push things really far away from us. And so I encourage you, my darlings, that those of you who are doing mental visualizing for manifesting, that you see the things happening for you now. Instead of putting out the message, one day in a far off distant land, in a far off distant future, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be this person, and I'm going to have all these things. But rather know that you are worthy and deserving of all these things just as you are right now in this very second. And see them happening for you right now in this very second. Bring the manifestation into the present moment, present day, present you, because you deserve it. You don't have to be alternate universe you to have it. And so sometimes the world card comes up in my readings to deliver this message. There's also a sense of like loving yourself, being comfortable in your own skin, embracing and loving all of you, knowing that you're good and wonderful the way that you are. And having that sense of not only self-acceptance, but self-appreciation and self-love. So that is a very strong aspect here with this message. Now, we're going to move on to some housekeeping here. So if you don't care about the channel, if you don't care about me, you don't care if I live or if I expire, this is your time to go. You can go ahead and you can exit, and you don't have to listen to this part of the reading. But I want to talk to my people. I want to talk to my people who've been with me for a long time, who've been with me since the beginning. And I want to thank every single one of you for your continued love and support. I especially want to thank you guys for looking out for me and wanting to like keep me safe and protect me and defend me, because there is a lot of energy out there that can be perceived as negative. And so I'm referring to a lot of you that came to my rescue in yesterday's daily message. There was a comment somebody left about timing, how long the message was the message, and how long I was droning on about myself. And it came off as negative. It really did. But I want to say something here. I love you guys, and I appreciate you defending me and standing up for me. I really do. Like, believe me, my inner ego, ooh, it was like, yes, defend me. Go, get this person for talking bad about me. Because for me, that has been one of my triggers for a long time. I was bullied my whole childhood. I had a rough teenage years. Nobody stood up for me. People were very quick to throw me under the bus so that they would be liked. Like, let's all gather around and pick on Amethyst. And if everybody's picking on Amethyst, then they won't pick on me and they'll like me. So I was like the thing that brought people together through hatred, like common hatred. So it means a lot to me when I do get defended, but that's ego. And I have to set ego aside. And as much as my inner child and my inner teenager loved to see that, I want to tell you guys, please don't feel like you have to defend me for a few reasons, okay? First and foremost, we don't know why this person's leaving these, or these people are leaving these kinds of comments. And in my opinion, it's one of four reasons. If you are a healer, and many of you are, I try to reach out for you, for those of you who are healers, for those of you who are tapping into your spiritual gifts and abilities and energies. Many of you are healers. When we are healers, we are going to deal with some negative energy, because as healers, we are creating a space for healing. And sometimes healing comes with outbursts. Sometimes healing comes with criticism. Sometimes healing comes with somebody feeling very wronged or victimized in some way. And when we're creating the space for healing, we're going to have people who come in and they dump their stuff out. It's the nature of it. And so we need to step aside and not internalize that. Okay, this person got triggered. Maybe they grew up with narcissistic parents and they were never allowed to shine. They were never allowed to be seen or being heard. And maybe they just really hate hearing people talk about themselves because it makes them feel all the times they were left out. It could be something got triggered. That's one reason why somebody might react that way. The second reason somebody might react that way is I may have said something in my videos that hit too close to home. Maybe I said something in one of the love readings about an ex that they don't want it to be true. They don't want that person to move on. Or maybe I said something in a reading where they felt called out or they felt judged in some way by the message. And so they need to come back and they need to make me look like I'm a bad person, or I'm incompetent, or I'm a fake, or I'm a hack, or whatever, because they can't have that message be true. They cannot have the message be true. So it's like, I need to discredit you. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not legit. You're not a real healer. You're not a real intuitive, right? Like they need to believe that everything about the channel can be dismissed, versus saying, hey, maybe this isn't my situation. Maybe this terrible person who hurt me isn't going to go off and live a happy life and not deal with karma for their actions. Instead of taking it that way, they might just take it like, okay, I just need to, not believe in this channel or not believe in this person. The third reason something like this can happen is because they may be somebody who simply just wants to be seen or simply wants to be heard. They want me to reach out to them. They want me to apologize. They want me to feel like I want to prove myself. I've had a lot of people come on and be really nasty in the beginning, and at the end of it, all it was they were just trying to get me to communicate with them one-on-one, because they were hoping that I would prove myself by doing a free reading or giving them advice in some way. And so there's a sense here in this way where sometimes it's just a way to feel like, if I get her attention, if I make her feel like she messed up, then maybe she's gonna give me some kind of freebie here or some gift here. The fourth reason why people do things like this, I don't know if any of you watch What We Do in the Shadows, Colin Robinson, Evie. Sometimes people just get such a rush and such a surge off of getting people going. Anything that they can do to get under your skin, anything that they can do to get a reaction, it makes them feel validated. It makes them feel seen. Now, I want to create a space on my channel for people to heal and to release. So when people come and they're really nasty in the comments, typically I don't take it personally. I try to give a kind word. Sometimes I might be very firm. Sometimes I might shut it down if I feel something in the energy where I feel like there's a cord here. Oh, this person's courting me. I'm going to cut that cord. I'm not going to have that cord. I'm not going to have that attachment. Or if I feel a past life thing, we also do have workers of darkness that like to come into the channel and like to try to stir the pot and try to turn the energy sour. Now, the comment from yesterday, it could be one of the reasons I mentioned. It could be something entirely different. It could be a completely different reason I haven't mentioned. But if we can understand why people do certain things, we can keep from internalizing it and not giving it attention. And so I appreciate you all defending me. Believe me, my ego loved that. But at the end of the day, I want you to conserve your energy for yourself, your path, your healing, your reaching out and helping and connecting and healing with others, instead of feeling like we're going to combat this, or we're going to fight this energy, or we're going to fight with this person. If we let it go, if we let it slide, oftentimes we can take away the power, and it will just melt away on its own by not creating the resistance. Sometimes creating the resistance, we make something stronger. And then people feel like, oh yeah, I'm going to leave that comment, and all these people are going to come, and all these people are going to argue with me or go back and forth with me, or whatever it is, right? And so some people are hurting, and I want to give them the right to post what they want to post, to comment what they want to comment, and to know that this is a space for healing. And some people are going to have releases. Some people are going to have releases, and sometimes releases aren't pretty. Sometimes they're mean. Sometimes people let their anger out. But I'm here creating this space and providing this message, and I, it's going to affect people in different ways. And so I just want you guys to know I appreciate you coming to my rescue and defending me. Believe me, it means a lot for me. I'm a human. I get triggered too. And a part of me just loves seeing that. Oh, yes, go defend me. But then the real part of me that's focused here on staying humble and or trying to stay humble and trying to stay focused on what I'm doing here. It's not about having people who are going to fight for me or people who are going to defend me. And it's about understanding that people are going through their journey and they're going to react however they're going to react. And we don't have to internalize it or fight against it. And we can let people have their say. Sometimes you'll see me be kind of like really straightforward in responses. But like I say, I do that if I feel energetically I need to do it to cut a cord, because I'm not about to have people courting me over things that have nothing to do with me. I'm not. I'm not going to do that. And so I just want you guys also to do the same. Don't get pulled into it. Don't get courted, and save your energy for you, and save your energy for the work that you're doing in your daily life. And just, we just pray and send love to people, and hope that everyone can heal. And, I'll be more clear in the future, and I'll let people know, hey, the message is over. If you don't care about the other stuff, you can stop watching now. I'll be more clear about that. So at the end of the day, I thank you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you for receiving the messages. And I hope you all have a fabulous day, and hope to see you in tomorrow's message. If anybody is keeping record, the message was 5 minutes long. And then I droned on for about, 12 minutes. 12 minutes of non-message. But if there's a message in that non-message, and the message in the non-message is for you who are healers, who are going to be coming across this energy. I'm just trying to help you all conserve your energy and stay focused on your path and not internalize things, as I am learning to do myself. So shared experience. We're all in this together. Thank you for receiving the message. I hope you all have a fabulous day. Take care and be well.